another video. Today we are going to be doing a 5-day work week meal prep and meal plan for weight loss. I asked you guys recently on Instagram what kind of videos that you've been missing, and this was a really big one, the vegan weight loss meal plans. So I'm gonna be doing a little bit more of them in the future, just because I know for people getting started on this lifestyle, it's really helpful to see videos like this. On top of that, I've never actually done a meal prep video before, but I got these little containers with lids off Amazon. And when we've been traveling and going to conventions and stuff like that, I've loved prepping my own meals, and it actually became a habit. So it's something that I do kind of like every single week now. The one thing I will say is I don't like prepping food super far in advance. I would say 5 days is the maximum that you want to do, which it's perfect because meal prepping during the work week, when you're really busy and you're going to work and you're running around and you just need some meals that are healthy and you can throw in the microwave, I think is perfect. And then on the weekend, you know, you have more time at home to prep your own meals. One last thing I want to mention before I get into the meal prep is this weekend we are having our semi-annual Black Friday sale. We only do the sale twice a year, and it's where we offer 50% off all of our recipe books. So you can get 50% off of my best-selling weight loss guide, Lean and Clean, our Instant Pot vegan cookbook, my super popular Let's Get Saucy recipe book that has over 55 vegan sauce recipes, or the first recipe book we ever made called Real Food, Real Simple, that has over 80 vegan recipes for you guys. There's no code needed or anything like that. I will leave the link to that down below, and let's get into the meal prep. For breakfast for days 1 through 3, we're going to be making some super simple berry oats. Now you can put whatever kind of things that you want in here. You could add cocoa powder or different things, but we're just going to be using instant oats, frozen berries, coconut flakes, maple syrup, and then some plant milk. Feel free to use whatever kind of plant milk that you want. We're going to be putting this into a mason jar. And this makes it super convenient to meal plan oats like this, because when you put everything into a mason jar, if you're going to work or maybe you're just really busy in the morning, it's something that you can eat out of so you're not dirtying extra dishes, and then you can just throw this in the microwave when you get to work for a minute or two, and then you have a delicious hot breakfast. Now you could also eat these as overnight oats, or you can make it different every day and switch up the different kinds of fruit that you put in here. Mango's really good in here with some coconut milk. Just get really creative and use whatever you like. For lunch today, we're going to be making one of my favorite new salad combinations. It's kind of like a noodle salad, but all the noodles are made out of vegetables. So here I'm just using a vegetable peeler on a zucchini, and it makes these nice little noodles. And then we're also going to be doing this with cucumbers and carrots as well. This salad is really good to meal prep just because it's something that holds up really well, and I feel like over time it just tends to taste better. Everything kind of marinates together. Once you get all of that into a bowl, you're just going to want to mix it together, and then we're going to be adding some fresh cilantro and some fresh green onion on top. For the dressing, we're going to need half a cup of almond butter, which you could also sub peanut butter. We have some spices like sesame, red pepper flakes, and garlic, a little bit of apple cider vinegar, and some lemon juice, tamari, and maple syrup. For most of my salad dressings, I just like to keep them super simple and not have to use a blender. Just put everything into a bowl, and then all we're going to be doing is whisking all of this together until it's super, super creamy. And you can add more water if you want to make it a different consistency and thin it out a little bit more. Next, we're going to be taking a block of pressed tofu. This pressed tofu is the tofu that I actually just buy from Trader Joe's. It's already pressed, so there's no need to press it. And it's very convenient because sometimes you just don't have time to use a tofu press. So all we're going to be doing is chopping this into small chunks, and this is going to go into our salad. To meal prep this, we're just going to be taking 3 different meal prep containers and putting our salad on the big side. In the smaller container, we can add our tofu, and then the other one, we will just pour our salad dressing. So when you're meal prepping stuff like this, you really want to keep everything separate, because if you don't, it's gonna just turn out to be a huge watery mess after a few days. Then you can just put the lid on, put this in the fridge, and then take it to work with you. For dinner for the first 3 days, we're going to be making a potato curry. So we're going to need some red lentils, chopped potato, onion, carrots, coconut milk, and some spices like curry powder and garlic powder. Now I cook this in my Instant Pot, but I will put the directions down below for a stovetop. For the Instant Pot, it's pretty simple. You're just going to be throwing everything into your Instant Pot, and we're going to be adding another cup of water to this after we put the seasonings in. Like I said, all of the recipes are going to be totally written out down below. I cooked this for 15 minutes in my Instant Pot and took the lid off, and this is what we have. In our meal prep container, I am just adding some rice. Now you could add white rice, brown rice, you could also put quinoa over there, depending on whatever you like to have. We're going to be putting our potato curry on the big side, and then I always just like to add some kale or maybe some broccoli or cauliflower that I've steamed, just some type of vegetable to this. And then when you're ready to eat this for dinner, when you get off work, you just pop it in the microwave for a minute or two and you're good to go. So for days 4 and 5, I wanted to do a frozen breakfast, just because if we're doing something that isn't frozen, it's probably gonna not be super great. This is my favorite chocolate strawberry smoothie, so we're just going to put 3 bananas, put those into little chunks, and put them into a mason jar. The one that I'm using is a 32-ounce mason jar. We need 1 cup of frozen strawberries, and you just want to push that down into there, and then 2 tablespoons of raw cashews and a tablespoon of raw cacao powder. This is super simple, and I've been doing this with my smoothies lately. So I put them in the freezer, and then when I'm ready to eat them, I just fill the jar up with water and pour it all into my Vitamix, blend it, and it's good to go. For lunch for the next 2 days, we're going to be making another one of my favorites, a Waldorf salad. Just put all of your greens into a bowl, and what I like to do with this is actually chop my greens up a little bit with kitchen scissors, just so that everything gets incorporated a lot better. You want to throw the rest of your ingredients into there and then just mix it up a little bit. For the dressing, we're going to need 1/4 cup of tahini, 2 tablespoons balsamic vinegar, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. And again, we're just going to be making this really simple, so you just want to put everything into a big bowl and whisk it together. And again, you can add water to thin this out if you want, or else it's going to be pretty thick, but some people like it like that. Put your greens into the large side of your meal prep container, half your dressing into a smaller side, and then I really like chopped raw walnuts on this salad, or you could just add maybe some tofu or some fruit into this little container to have with you when you're at work. For dinner, this is a really easy meal prep sushi bowl to make. I love making these, especially if I have like a super busy day or I'm out and about. We're just going to be putting rice into the large side of the container. Again, you can use brown rice. My husband will not eat brown rice, so I'm always stuck eating white rice. Or you could use quinoa or something like that. We have a cup of julienned carrots and cucumbers. We're going to be putting half of an avocado on the other little side, and then you can just put a tiny bowl in there. This is what I do. It makes it really simple. And put some coconut aminos or tamari. Then you're going to take a nori sheet and just roll it up really finely and chop it over the rice, which will give it that nice sushi kind of seaweed flavor. You can add some sesame seeds to this. I like to also add a little bit of red chili flakes because I like everything spicy, and you have a super simple, delicious dinner for the week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comments box below if you would like me to make more of these. As I said, all of the ingredients and recipes are down in the description box for the allotted days. Also, if you haven't picked up any of our recipe books yet, make sure to check out our semi-annual Black Friday sale where you can get 50% off all of our books. The link is down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.